Let me get that. Hey, Fresh, I need you to go on. If you can hear us. Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
Go
Hold on,
for
my
it.
mom's
Go for
calling.
it. Oh, sad. I'm over here trying to work here, man. I'm trying to work here. Hey, if you guys can hear me now, I'm gonna have time gates in the bottom, in the comment section. I'm gonna have time gates in the comment section once this video is live, once this video is archived. I mean, uh, check us out on iTunes, Sketcher, and also uh, what else we're on? iTunes, Stitcher Radio, excuse me, Stitcher Radio, and SoundCloud. In the description, you can find us there, the links there, and I should have that all up once it's archived. But also, like I said, in the comment section, you can go there to skip around to what. To be honest, this might just be one shot, one segment. This is 40S. This is Gaming Talk 40S. This is your boy Raw coming at you raw. Hope your day is all well and bless you for stopping by. God bless you. Please rate the video, hashtag like, hashtag dislike. Put some feedback in the comment section below so I can get better to give you better content. Thank you. I'm here with my dude Fresh, but before we get there, please consider subscribing here for more gaming news from console to PC and maybe even tablets and phones. What we're doing here, we're talking about E3 2017, reviewing all the conferences, like as a whole. We're not going to go through each event and nitpick because look, I have videos on my channel for all that, each conference up on my channel, overviews and reviews. But yo, Fresh, you there? Dang it, he's not back yet. But that's PrinceThaGamer. He in the description, you'll be able to find him too. But yeah, we're gonna shoot. At the moment, I'm actually making a thumbnail for uh gaming talk, so that obviously you guys can click on it instead of seeing a weird thumbnail. But that's just me doing that in the background, making a thumbnail. But we're gonna get into the video, and once Fresh gets here, he'll let me know if he can hear me. I before I even go further in the video, I want to make sure I can hear me, so that I can continue with no faults. Let me see.
I am back, everybody.
Oh yeah, thank you for coming back.
I'm sorry.
Look,
So yeah.
just tell the people hey, and tell them where they can find you and all that good stuff while I see if we can hear each other.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Prince the Gamer, aka Mr. Straight to the Topic. We are here with another gaming talk. Is this gaming talk?
40s.
40? This not what?
Yes.
I mean 40s.
Yes.
Oh, you're right. You're right. You're right. For this 40s, you're right. Welcome to Gaming Talk, episode 40s. We are here. Happy E3. It's still E3 now. It's still E3 for a whole week. I think until like the 7th, 16th for the 17th. We up in here. We're gonna talk about some good things, some positive things, and we're gonna get into the cons too as well. And yeah, let's talk gaming, Raw. Let's do it.
Heck yeah, man. But
Drop a like.
before we go into there, I want to put up the new thumbnail I just created. What the Faheezy?
It's a new thumbnail. Let me see.
No, 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 it's not up yet. But I want you to tell the people, since I'm doing this, right? I want you to tell the people, all like like run through the order in which E3 took place from EA to Sony, and also out the tell the people just your impressions and over. I want to say your overview.
Let
You
me see.
didn't make any overview
Review.
videos. Like make an
No, I haven't
overview.
made any.
Yeah,
Yeah,
go
I
and
haven't made any
yeah, do it
overview
here.
videos yet. You're right
So,
about that.
what is it? What's up? Xbox One X. You know what?
Uh, uh, uh,
You know what?
already, already. Hold on.
Instead of
We ain't gonna
actually
say.
don't say your
I'm
overview.
no. I'm
Don't
gonna do
say
it
your
quick. I'm
overview.
gonna do it quick. I know. I'm
No,
gonna
no,
do it
look,
quick. I'm gonna just do.
do your overview, but don't do a review. Say, hey, EA did it, and do tell the people in which order E3 took place in, and start answering the questions in the comment section. Thank you, Brown, for stopping by, and do that until I
Okay.
get this thumbnail up.
Okay, let me get the video up so I can be up there in the comment section saying what's up to
That's
everybody
right.
in there.
And make
Um,
sure you get earphones in so I won't have to hear it. But the question is,
should
what's
be
up,
earphones in.
Xbox One X with a question mark? But go and tell the review, not a review, but overview, you know, of E3 on like what conference took place.
So
Go.
so um so yeah, E3, one of the best events for gaming, period. The Christmas for gamers. You know what I'm saying? Like E3 is a beautiful thing for us gamers, and it's a good time to be a gamer. So you said not a review. We just
Don't do a
I'm
review.
just talking about who. Okay. So we all know EA went first. EA went first Saturday. June what? 10th?
Man,
Am
you
I
better
am
pull
I
up the
right?
calendar.
June?
I'm over here trying
What you
to
mean close
edit
the
something.
calendar? I got it written down.
All right, cool.
Yeah, I think it took place at hold up.
What
Prince
is
of
that?
Fanboy, Xbox One X stole the show. Okay, skip that. So yeah, EA went first. Um, they did a pretty good
What's up,
job.
Pixel?
Uh, no, I was about to say a game that I like there, but I ain't gonna say it yet. Not gonna say nothing. Who went after them? Bethesda. Bethesda,
Yeah,
right?
after
They went
Microsoft.
after EA. Yeah, Bethesda.
Remember,
Bethesda went
I'm doing
after
something. You
EA.
better hold this.
Microsoft. What you mean better hold this? Like you telling me to hold a plate
Man,
or
look,
hold this L?
sir. No, no, no. We no L's here. No, we ain't handing out no
Oh no no
L's.
no. He said great channel, love the content.
Oh,
Nice
thank you,
man.
Brown.
That's yeah, appreciate that, Brown. Xbox One X. Yeah, Xbox. Listen, we gonna get into that later in the video, but Unclear Pixel said, "What's up, Raw?" And
Yeah, I
to
say what's up.
say, Prince, a fanboy, Xbox One X stole the show. Well, listen, um, everybody's entitled to their own opinion. The things that we're going to
You
say
see what
in
he
this
said?
video are explicit, and no, I'm just playing. What it says? I'm gonna hold the Xbox One X in both hands. Look, I bet you can hold that Xbox One original in one hand. That thing gonna break your arm. Oh!
Nah, nah. Pixel be hitting the weights. He doing them push-ups after every L he takes in a game. So he
Oh,
can pick those consoles up easy, right, P?
yeah, he right. He right. You know, from having for 3 years having the Xbox One original, you should be having like muscles like The Rock. Oh,
Nobody picks up that Xbox One original. Who walks around picking up
man.
their console like that?
I mean, look, when you traveling, that's not a console to travel with. You gonna kill somebody with that box. Oh,
Oh my goodness.
like
Look,
that
look,
thing.
look. Did you finish saying the line of all
The
the
lineup.
conferences?
Oh yeah, so Bethesda then that later. Hold up, Bethesda went when? Hold up, but
After
no, I'm
Microsoft,
sorry.
real
Bethesda
late on
went.
Sunday
No,
night.
they didn't go after Microsoft. They went before Microsoft.
I'm done. They went after Microsoft.
Oh, you right. You wait, no,
Yeah, I'm done.
wait,
Why are you acting like this?
wait a minute. Let me look at my notes real quick.
No, man, just think about it. Someone tell this dude. Phil
So,
Spencer
hold up,
went
who went
before.
first?
Hold up. Low paid
Bethesda
mind.
went first, bro.
Ubisoft won. Hold up, Pixel. Make up your mind.
Ubisoft won.
Hey, hashtag like the video, everybody. Yo,
Hashtag like. Hashtag like. Hold up, let me see. All right, Xbox, Ubisoft, and Sony. Okay, so I'm gonna go in the order of I'm gonna go in the order of. See, hold on. Let me see
all
something
right.
real quick.
Look, after Bethesda, it
Oh,
was Ubisoft,
wait.
and then after Ubisoft, what the fuck,
Yeah, that's what I was saying. After Bethesda, it was Ubisoft. Xbox didn't go first though. That was
Yeah,
Friday. No,
Microsoft, and then
Saturday. Saturday,
Bethesda,
EA went.
and then
Yeah,
Microsoft in the beginning, and then Bethesda, then Ubisoft, then Sony. Square Enix didn't have a press conference this year.
I think they
Um,
had something.
but anyway, that was the lineup for E3. I was trying to buy time. Well, I was trying to buy time to get this thumbnail up, and I
Missing
believe I
from
finally got
E3.
it up. I think I finally got it up. Um,
Okay, okay. All right.
oh snap! What the faheezy? I don't know. Someone like my I don't know. That was weird. My PlayStation just went to the home screen. Sorry about that. All right, look. Y'all ask questions and we'll do the best to answer them.
We do
But
the best
anyway,
we can, yeah.
we're gonna talk about our review, starting with EA. What would you give it? 1 out of 5.
As far as my review, there was only probably about two things I liked at EA's press conference.
Mm-mm.
Um, but I'm just gonna say the one game that, stood out from probably the whole conference, and that was A Way Out, the game called A Way Out. I don't know, I forgot who the developers' names are, but I'm gonna go look that up. But
Hey, go answer
they
Brown's question right quick,
Brown's
because we want
question.
to make sure the people in the
Who you
stream.
think won Who you think won E3? Should we talk about that right now, Ro? Or
You
should
know what?
we?
This
Hold on,
is
hold on.
S. This is
Let's just
the
stick
no.
with what we're
Listen,
doing right
this
now,
is
real
the
quick.
S. This is the S series. If any series can do it, this is the series to do it. This is a
You right, you
conversational
right.
series. When the S
Yeah,
is
that's a
behind the number,
conversation.
that is just a laid back series. So go ahead and answer that question. But
Yeah, let
I'm
me
gonna
answer
take
that
the mic
question. Who you
once I'm
think won
fully
E3?
into this stream because I'm over here
Okay,
editing stuff.
I'm buying Xbox One day one and its successor. What does he mean about that? And its successor. What is he talking about?
Maybe PC. I don't know.
Maybe PC. Yeah, it's 'cause the successor is definitely PC. If that's what you.
I'll say this.
So
I'll
you gonna
say
buy a
this.
P? You
EA,
what?
I would give. Well, I did do a review for EA already. I said I gave
Well,
it a
look, look.
4 out of 5. I think that's my review for it.
Yeah, I'll agree with you on that. I'll give EA a 4 out of 5 as well.
They show some cool stuff
Um,
that's coming out this year.
yeah, this year even the sports games and all that like FIFA and Madden, like that had some cool things. I like the story mode, the long shot for Madden 18. I like the FIFA story that it's a continuation of the previous FIFA, and that's kind of cool. Like it starts from where it left off at like a real story game, like a sequel to that story. That's cool. I never seen the sports game do that because usually they start over and you a new player, start from college or whatever, and that's just how it go. The cliche way of making a sports story game these
Right.
days. What is that? They said they're not only stopping at Xbox One X, they are thinking beyond and already working on a new console. Well, I'm gonna say this, Brown. If they are working on a new console, I'm definitely not buying that Xbox One X. Thank you for telling me that. I really do appreciate it because I didn't hear about it. He said, "You see that's wrong."
No, no, no,
Look,
no. Microsoft said that they're not stopping with the X. Yeah, they've been said that.
they're not stopping with the X. Well, look, um,
And
I
viewers
wonder
on
how it's gonna
iTunes,
last.
Stitcher Radio, and SoundCloud. This is Gaming Talk 40S, where we just have a conversation. The solid numbers are just straight up more structured, but this is when we're just sitting here talking about gaming related news and such. And right now, we're streaming on my channel, and we have viewers that are commenting, and we would love for you guys to visit us on Thursdays. And today is a weird day because we're doing it at 12 p.m. instead of doing it at, I want to say instead of doing it at,
Like 6 o'clock.
exactly. So,
Yeah,
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 continue,
but
Fresh. I just wanted to say that.
nah, if they are working on it, look, y'all said they working on a new console already. I mean, it's always good to be prepared and future proofing yourself so you know what to come out with. My thing is now that I'm hearing about this Xbox One X and the true power of this console, I really feel like this console should have released next to the Pro. This is not something. I mean, and look, a lot of people saying, "Oh, it's stronger than PS4 or Xbox. It won now. It's the strongest console ever." I mean, of course, because it's the latest. It's the latest. Why wouldn't it be? And it's coming out a year later than the Pro. So you better be stronger. That's like I said in my video, you better be stronger than the Pro if you're coming out a year later, because that would be, whew, that would be embarrassing.
Yes.
But the Xbox One X, I'm not gonna bash the console in this video, not as much, but I'm just going to give my opinion about my true opinion about the Xbox and not being a fanboy, because I will get on Sony too as well. But the thing is, um, it looked impressive. Like one game that looked impressive was Forza 7, running at 60 frames per second, solid 60, 4K native. That was impressive. That looked very good, beautiful, gorgeous. But that's not exclusive, and that's coming to PC as well. So whoever's watching that's on who play PC, there you go. Forza 7 might be running
My
better.
friend at work today, I asked him, "Hey, you saw the Xbox One X? You going from a PC gamer? How do you feel?" He said, "Are they still going with that whole Play Anywhere program?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Then I don't need to worry about Xbox. I'm gonna play it on my PC." And he got a $2,000 PC. So at the end of the
$2,000
day,
PC.
he's straight. Like
Yeah, he don't need to
he
spend no extra $500 on that.
no indeed he done. Like a lot of people ain't gonna buy $2,000 PCs, but I'm just saying at the end of the day, you can get a nice rig and play Forza, maybe not at 4K, but you can still play the game. Um,
Yeah,
my whole thing, Fresh, this is our E3 special, you could call it, but
yeah.
the topics are basically what was your favorite conference and what was your favorite game, and if
Okay.
we could keep it to that, and then answer some questions in the comment section, then we could probably keep it civil as much as we can. So we're gonna get to you, Brown. I want Fresh to answer that question because I don't want to get too deep into us getting into ranting territory. But tell
Okay.
me, favorite conference, most enjoyable conference, and also what game took the show for you. And that could
Um,
be on a YouTube channel because that counts as E3 too. A YouTube video. It could be not even on
I,
stage, but go ahead.
yeah. I would say I know some people would think I'm going to say this, but I'm not going to say what you think I'm going to say.
Mm.
Uh, and that's pointing to some certain somebody, I should say, who
Mm-hmm.
think I'm going to say that person, but I'm not going to say them who won. Uh, you know what I'm talking about, Raw.
Right, right.
So anyway, my favorite conference was definitely, and they was on stage, but I wasn't there. Um, I would say Bethesda. Bethesda, I enjoyed it more than everybody's
Mm.
conference, and it's because I like the whole theme of it. It was it was short, it was simple, and everything they showed is coming out this year,
Everything.
and
And
everything
they
they
were
showed
in
on that
almost
stage,
every
even the
conference, bro.
VR.
They was almost in
Say it
every
again.
conference. They were almost in
Yeah,
every conference. Third
yeah, you're
party,
right.
third party wise,
Yeah,
and
third
also
party.
first party.
Uh-huh. Yeah, and the game they showed there, Wolfenstein was amazing. Um, Skyrim, Doom, all the VR titles they showed that's coming to VR. And it's coming to PlayStation VR, by the way. Skyrim VR and Doom VR. It's coming to, I don't know about Fallout 4. Maybe the power probably can't handle it, but we'll see later. But my favorite game of E3 period was The Evil Within 2. When they
Wow.
showed that
At
trailer,
Ubisoft,
uh, what you mean Ubisoft?
that
That's
was the
Bethesda, bro.
conference. Evil Within
That's
2 at
Bethesda.
Bethesda.
Yes.
You
Even within
you
two, I have the case in my hand right now. It says Bethesda, bro.
are you serious right now?
Yes. Wolfenstein and Evil Within 2 are the same. It's Bethesda in
Oh,
the
I
same
thought you
thing.
said Beyond Good and Evil 2. Oh,
No.
snap.
The
I'm
Evil
sorry,
Within
viewers.
2. Get out of here.
I could have sworn you said the Beyond Good and Evil 2.
Nah, man. See that? Look at that. Trying to mess me up. A little bit sorry.
A little bit.
I had to go look at the case. I'm like, no, I know I ain't tripping. That's Bethesda, dog. No, but that was my favorite game at E3. I enjoyed the trailer. I liked the music that they played for it. I understood what was going on in that trailer. Um, the game look impressive, and it comes out October 13th, Friday the 13th, which is it's pretty. That's a good date, I guess, for a game like that near
Yeah.
Halloween and Friday the 13th. That's cool. So yeah, that was my favorite game of E3. That was the game of the show for me. Was Evil Within 2. What
Look,
about
look.
you, Raw?
I'm gonna say my favorite had to be EA, because they the ones who showed off a game called No Way Out, which
A Way Out. Oh,
no, no, it's called No Way Out, bro. I did a
it's
video
called
on
A
this.
Way Out.
No, it's literally called
I'm looking, dude. It's called A Way
A
Out.
Way Out. Yeah, you're right. You're right. What, I'm messing up all willy nilly?
No, I'm done. No, no, just stop.
No, wait.
You said I'm messing up.
Oh, Way Out. No way. It's called. Oh, you right. Oh no.
Oh, he searched it up too.
I've been messing up. Hey Brown,
He
we're gonna
said
get
no
to
way
your
out.
question after this. After I say this, but EA and look, the game that made me look. I'm gonna say this. Out of all E3s, Battlefront 2, that's the game that made me say I'm done. Out of all the games
What?
shown at
Hold
E3,
up. You
Battlefront
t
2. But check this out, Fresh. The trailer made me say, yeah, I'm done. But after I saw that gameplay, I withdrawed my excitement. I was like, man, the gameplay looked just like Battlefield 1, man. Battlefront 1. I'm like, man, get this out of
what?
here.
It looked beautiful.
I don't care about
You
beauty,
probably was
bro.
watching it on your phone or
Look like the
something.
same
Like,
thing, man. Like it look
no,
like
it
I'm talking
don't.
about gameplay wise. I ain't talking about graphics.
What you mean gameplay? If anything, they changed up that gameplay. They don't even look.
Mm-mm.
They don't even feel like one.
I wanted Battlefront to be this way. Battlefield, but in Star Wars. Like Battlefield, you can get in a ship, you can fly up, but let's take it another level. You can get in a ship
Oh,
on Battlefront, but go to the sky, and they're having a battle up there too. Like I'm talking about
you
straight
can
up in
do
the
that.
stars, out
Oh, you
the
talking about?
planet.
Oh, you gotta spawn in the ship to fly it. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, you can't just find a ship in no man's sky it all the way out the atmosphere. Like
Yeah, I don't think they thinking about that. That's crazy.
it have like 30v30 and people and look have AI too, have AI with him, have AI with it
Yeah, to fill face
to
place
fill
fillers.
yeah,
Yeah, I
just
see.
like Titanfall 2. That game right there, that game I just described, that'd be I'll be done. But
That'd be
that
game of the year.
Battlefront 2 trailer at E3 hyped me the mess up. It hyped me the mess up. Now since we got our winner of E3 out the way, you said Bethesda and your game was Evil Within 2. Mine's was EA and my game was No Way Out. I'm gonna give it to the No Way Out. Oh, sorry.
A way
A
up.
Way Out. Leave me alone.
So so you ain't you not giving that to? I ain't gonna say it. I ain't gonna say it. I
Look,
thought you was
all
gonna
I
give it.
gotta
I'm
say
gonna
is
say it.
somebody was wrong first. That's all I gotta say. I'm sorry.
So you said, yeah, somebody was wrong.
Yeah.
And
He was look,
look,
that wasn't the first that was not the only thing he was wrong on. He was wrong about that release date for State of Decay 2, which he gotta pay up. He gotta give us that game though. For what, buy an Xbox One S just so we could play that game he gonna buy us? Yeah, I'm done.
yeah, so he said we made a bet. Look. And the thing is, man, you look. I was getting that money ready for him too, because I
Yeah?
thought it was really gonna come out this year. I
Hey,
was. It
hey,
was.
hey. We ain't gonna hinder. We ain't gonna hang on that for too long.
Look,
But I
yeah,
do
it's
want to
okay.
say this. I do want to say this. A Way Out gameplay. That is a game I want to play. That right there, something like that. That's new.
That was amazing.
I ain't
That
never
was
seen
amazing.
no game do something like that. But
No
anyway,
game moving
let's
in the
go to
cutscene. Wow.
exactly. Let's go to Brown's questions here. He says, what do they mean by console exclusive? I don't think $500 is a premium price. I thought it would be way more, but it's reasonable. But all right, look, I'll say
Well,
this about the
good.
price. $500 is not the price. It's gonna be with tax and a warranty because you're gonna want to buy a warranty with this thing. If you gonna buy an Xbox One X without a warranty, then you silly. That's 550 at most.
Yeah,
550 at most, at least
yeah,
at least. But
and
you gonna want to buy a game if you don't have no Xboxes. But we don't want we won't have to buy a game because we gonna get a free one from Maslin because he lost that bet. But
yeah.
and that'll be the
Any
only thing I'll play. He'll buy my game and I'll get I'll be good. Ooh.
Oh, well, look, anything that's above $500 is a premium price.
For a console
Like
that
what you're
only
trying to
does.
for a console. Like I
Okay,
would
look,
say,
it
like
do
a
other stuff.
premium price and a premium product is different. Like five, I don't think Xbox One X is a premium product. Like,
Whoa,
okay, it's like look. What you mean, whoa? I
it
would
is a
say this.
premium
I would say
product,
this, bro. Oh,
definitely.
compared to its predecessors, it is a premium product. That premium price, look. Do you think it's a reasonable price, bro, for Xbox One X? That's all I'm
I
saying, bro.
think it's for what it's trying to do. Is it a reasonable price? No, because Microsoft got to understand this. They're not the market lead no more. When people think about games, they think about PlayStation first. PlayStation has the mind share. So Xbox One X flexing all its muscles and whatnot at $500, and it's gonna be $500 plus. Microsoft ain't the leads like they was in 360. And
No.
look, if Xbox One, the original, came out stronger than PS4 at 500, then I say that's reasonable because not only is Microsoft back then had the third party deals, they had they had basically everybody hanging off their name. Like let's just say
Yeah.
things went differently. Xbox One came out stronger than PS4 but more expensive. Now, people will say, man, but they still will buy it because they know they got the third party deals. 360 era, Microsoft had the third party deals. That in the mind share would justify the $500 price for an Xbox One if it was
Right.
stronger than PS4. But this time around, Xbox is getting outsold in Europe 3-1, and in the States 2-1. So like by Sony. So at the end of the day, Microsoft can't be just look. This console is not for everybody. I got a video coming out soon
It's not for gaming,
talking about
I
that,
would
but
say.
I say this. This console is for you hardcore Xbox guys who want Xbox a stronger Xbox One. Just like how me and Fresh wanted. Well, Fresh didn't want it. I did. The Pro is a stronger PS4. Okay, I like my PS4. My PS4 is awesome. Got great exclusives and stuff like that. A stronger PS4, heck yeah, I'm gonna go get a stronger PS4. And I bought mine for 260. You hear me? I bought my PS4 Pro for 260. So anyway, with that being said, like, look, Fresh, Xbox One X at E3 Microsoft, and let's get into Microsoft's E3 first. Let's jump in there because look, we reviewed EA. We gave it like a 4 out of 5. Let's go to
4 out of 5,
Microsoft
man.
now. Microsoft would have got a 5 out of 5. Microsoft would have got a 5 out of 5, Fresh,
Yeah,
if
they would
they
have.
would have just said two of those AAA exclusives, maybe even one AAA exclusive. If they would have said Crackdown 3 is exclusive only to Xbox One, nowhere you can play this game is only on this console. Because when Phil Spencer
Right.
said they got 42 exclusives, or however he said it, he worded it,
Yeah, he said 22 exclusives.
yeah, I was getting hyped. I was like, oh snap, Xbox is finally, because I missed those days when Xbox actually had exclusives. Why you say I missed that? Because it put value on the Xbox name. And look, I'm gonna compare this to real life. If 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 you're not valuable, people don't respect you. So don't cry. Oh, why everyone hates Xbox? Why is everyone hating on Xbox? Don't cry that. It's because Microsoft puts no value on Xbox. If they cared about Xbox so much, they would give it exclusives. And since they don't have any console exclusives, I'm talking about only for it, Xbox exclusives. Screw saying console exclusives, Xbox exclusives. Xbox One does not have Xbox exclusives. Xbox One
Nope.
exclusives.
And Xbox One X don't have Xbox One X exclusives.
Or Xbox One
To
exclusives. Xbox
today.
One X don't have no Xbox One exclusives or Xbox One X exclusives. And
Yep.
because of that, it gets a 2 out of 5. I'm sorry. It gets a 2 out of
And
5
and
because that is
just to put this out
unacceptable.
there.
That's
Yeah.
unacceptable.
And just to put this out there, those people who saying true power and all that, like I just want to address this real quick. The Xbox One S will, I don't care if they cancel out the Xbox One original, the Xbox One S will definitely hold back the Xbox One X.
Xbox One original is going to hold back every console and PC game.
Yeah,
Like Microsoft
I
done
agree.
screwed this generation with their Xbox One. But
Yeah, it will hold
thankfully,
everybody back.
thankfully, through patches and time, PS4 games end up being better than the Xbox version. I'm talking about straight up PS4, not even PS4 Pro. Like Witcher 3 started off better on Xbox One. Why did Okay, Sony is the market lead. Sony, let me hit people with this fact. Sony was the market lead about time Witcher 3 finally came out. Market lead. If anything, that was when PS4s was selling like every month outselling Xbox Ones in a crazy way. Remember when Witcher 3 announced and released, okay? Remember that fresh. Witcher 3
Yeah,
was released in that
May.
mind space. But check this out, check this out. Xbox One had a better version out the gate. It ran better and was more stable. Even to
Okay.
this day, Bethesda's Prey out the gate ran better on Xbox One than on PS4. Now, going back to Witcher 3, Sony's the market lead, right? When Witcher 3 got all the patches and bells and whistles added to the PS4 version, remember I'm talking about OG PS4, then now today PS4 runs Witcher 3 better than Xbox One. Witcher 3 is best on PS4 now. Stability as well as resolution is native 1080p when Xbox is 900p. So
Mm,
with that being said, it, developers developed for the least common denominator. That is my that I can't think of no other way fresh why that is a thing of Xbox running games better than PS4 when PS4 is the stronger console than Xbox One. Developers developed for the lower common denominator. They developed for the console that was the weakest, and then they worked up. But they didn't try their best to work up because obviously the PS4 version was a little bit sad. Until this day, the PS4 version of Prey is not on par, or at least best played on it, right? Like Xbox and PC are the best place to play Prey, but on console, Xbox One is the best place to play Prey. But in time, the PS4 version will get patches, get fixes, and eventually PS4 will be the best place. Just like Grand Theft Auto 5, if you remember, Grand Theft Auto 5 came out better played on Xbox One. But
on Xbox One.
eventually,
Yep.
Rockstar put out the patches and stuff, and it ended up being better and looking better on PS3.
Hmm.
So at the end of the day, developers work to from the least common denominator. They look the lower common denominator and then up. With Xbox One X being on top of the console SKU when it comes to power and quality, PS4 Pro is not going to be the reason Xbox Xbox One X games get hit graphically or frame rate or wherever the problem may be. It's going to be that Xbox One original. Xbox One original is going to hold back all console games this generation until they separate from that because Xbox ain't gonna never separate from Xbox One original until the Xbox One X is the norm, and that could be 3 years,
Yeah.
that could be 4 years, that could be 5 years, maybe that could be 6 years. When the Xbox One X is the norm, that's when they're gonna say, "Hey, Xbox One original, you guys who bought that, yeah, that's
I
getting
might.
left behind." Like that isn't going to happen until maybe 6 to 7 years, maybe the Xbox original
Yeah.
gets left behind because there's more people
I
who
don't
have
know.
Xbox One's originals than Xbox One
The
S's and
Xbox One
Xbox
is.
One X when it releases.
I don't know. I might have to disagree with you when it comes to like the when you said this console was for the hardcore fans because I don't know why it seemed like all the like most of the hardcore fans that I know like they bleed Xbox like
They bleed
they said the
green.
conference was garbage.
Look,
Like they didn't like it. They was like where the exclusives at? They saying asking where this at? Where's that at? Like they used it all. Gears of War 4 should have waited. Gears of War 4 should have definitely waited until Xbox One X release, at least day one with it, or at least
You know
2018
why I
it
should have
release.
waited? That would have been a great game to premiere on the Xbox One X because it don't look like a
Yeah,
cartoon.
yep, exactly. I
Crackdown
mean,
on the Xbox One X. I'm sorry, guys. It looks like Xbox 360, bro. It don't look like
yeah, it does.
no big jump. But obviously, I'm watching it on YouTube, compressed out the butt. Probably on Xbox One X, it probably looks 10 times
Yeah,
better. But I'm talking about as far as gameplay and animation, it don't look like a jump. But it, but
yeah, it don't.
but I say this,
And
Fresh. We might come back to Xbox press
hold
conference,
up,
but I just wanted to give my review. Quickly, give you a review, 1 out of 5.
I look, I just want to say, feeling true power, like the whole slogan or the way saying of it or whatever. All I got to say is this: every game at that conference, none of those games look better than God of War. That's all I'm saying. And then you saying that it can do this power, that power. I'm trying to figure out where's the power being shown. I just want to know. Somebody please point that out to me. And it's just weird the fact that like people clapping, they clapped a little bit for these games, but like for these new games they clapping all small. They clapping like, hey, that's it. But the whole crowd lost their mind when they revealed backward compatible for Xbox original games. But what about that true power though? Why they hyped over old games that can't even do 1080p? I'm sorry, not even 1080p, but just outdated games they clapping for. Why? But what
Because,
about the
man,
new games?
no
Why
no
nobody
one
not
can
clapping for
tell.
them?
Look, it's gonna be up to Digital Foundry and Microsoft to show off the Scorpio. And hold up, I don't know if y'all heard, but they're saying that it's not even 4K now. Is that GT true? Is that true? Well, look, they're
Not
saying
every game's
not every
4K,
game is going to be native 4K. Look, it has the ability to be native 4K, but
just like Pro.
yeah, just like Pro, but it's going to be a performance issue. Some games
Yeah,
can't be a native 4K because the performance might be an issue. So Xbox Scorpio and PS4 Pro can all be native, but would you want to play a native 4K game at like 20 frames per second? No. So they're gonna
yeah.
have games on
I,
Scorpio. I say Scorpio, Xbox One X that are checkerboard, like the new
yeah,
Assassin's Creed, like um, this vertical slice of what was it? Anthem. And let me say this about Anthem because that was on their conference. Anthem shouldn't have been shown. That was a vertical slice. They shouldn't have showed it. And EA said that game coming out in 2019. And if they managed to release it in 2018, it's not going to look like what we saw. Why I say that?
no,
Because the game wasn't done being shown. The game, look, I hope it looks like that. If it looks like that on Xbox One X, man, that's awesome. But how does it look on
yeah,
Xbox One? How does it look like on PS4? That's what they should have said. They should have had a side by
uh,
side
yeah.
video
They should have.
for
They should
all
have.
Xbox X games, Xbox One X games. They should have had a side by side. This is how it looks on Xbox One. This is how it looks on Xbox One X. They should have did
Yeah.
that. They should have did that.
To
They
but
messed
to
up.
but to end my review, like what I wanted them to do was to show me what the Xbox One X can do that the PS4 Pro can't do. That's
No,
what I
they
wanted
were
to see.
saying higher frame rates. That's what it could do.
No, no, no. See, yeah, but
I
see,
said frame
most of
rate. I
those
mean higher
games,
resolution.
I,
Excuse me.
I'm talking about like games, bro. I'm talking about as far as like some big games to the next level that PS4 Pro can't run.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
feel me?
Like I
Like I'm
wanted
talking
them to
about at
show
all.
me this is Assassin's Creed on Xbox One X. You see, there's more trees, there's more NPCs. This is it on our competitors' console. They don't
Yes.
even like if they would have done that, it would have been a tangible
Not even.
visceral difference. Then we'll be in business. We'll be like, wow,
Yeah, yeah, but I'm saying, bro, I'm talking about like every game they showed on that conference, the PS4 Pro can run. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like that, like why? Tell me the difference. And you talking about 4K, 4K, 4K this, 4K that. I'm talking about look at games like Detroit, God of War, Uncharted 4. Like I'm
Look at
talking about
Uncharted
games
4.
that
I'm
look
done.
like that. Yeah, but games that look like that. I haven't seen now one game that looked better than none of those games that Sony
That's
have. And you got true power running on Xbox One X. That's all I'm saying,
That's
bro.
why I say Gears of War should have been premiered on Xbox One X because Crackdown is not a great game to premiere a $500 console with. Crackdown is not
Yeah,
a great game to premiere, and
yeah.
State of K 2 isn't either. They needed
No,
they
definitely
needed a
not.
Tomb Raider, they needed a Halo, they needed a Gears type game to premiere on Xbox One X, and they didn't have it. But look,
Yeah, all those games
give
weren't
us a review
finished that
number
was on there, and it was
so we
early
can move on.
2018.
We could come back, but I
I,
just need to
I,
move on so we could get this
I
whole
give it
thing
a, I
done.
give it, I would give Xbox Conference a 3 out of 5.
That's good. You gave it a 3. The only reason I gave it a 2 out of 5 is because I'm really angry with the fact that Microsoft don't care and don't care to put value on their box. Because if your box is sharing everything with PC, I'm more leaning towards putting that 550 towards a PC than
Yeah,
getting an
For,
Xbox. But
Forza,
because
Forza hit that
look,
60
all
frames.
that's all I wanted, Fresh. Them to have an exclusive game only for Xbox One. But anyway, the next conference was Ubisoft, and I'll give Ubisoft a 3 out of 5. The reason why I give Ubisoft a 3 out of 5, I don't know, man. It wasn't. Look, that Beyond Good and Evil trailer was awesome looking, but it wasn't a game. It was a CG trailer. You know, they could have showed that on a YouTube channel or out of the blue anywhere. But anyway, yeah, Ubisoft, and they didn't even have a game I wanted to see, Split the Cell. Like, when you gonna bring that back? Get Michael Ironside, make him sign a contract, get Sam Fisher back on my box. So anyway, Ubisoft, I'll give them a 3 out of 5.
3 out of 5. Um, for Ubisoft, I'll give well, I would say this that Rabbids game with Mario that looked pretty cool.
You right.
I will admit that it looked pretty cool, and that's gonna be running on the Switch, and looking like that running on the Switch is very impressive.
Mm.
Um, that and seeing that game called Skulls and Bones that looked pretty cool. Just looked like another Pirates Sea of Thieves game. It might be more in depth. I don't know, but that looked pretty cool. And the last one, Beyond Good and Evil 2, I was excited about that. But as far as not even just the games, their energy on stage,
Mm.
like they had more energy than everybody that got on stage. Like from every press conference, Ubisoft had the most energy
I
out
don't
of
know.
all because
EA,
everybody
when
just
that
seemed
dude
like
was talking about a way out, that dude made me want to stand up in my seat.
yeah, but he was by himself doing that. But
That's what
like
I'm
everybody
saying.
came out hype on Ubisoft stage. Like everybody was, like, it felt like they was happy to be there.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
you're right.
saying? Everybody. And show off stuff. Like everybody else seemed like all dog, whatever. So just because of the energy, I was gonna give that conference a 3, but just because of their energy, I'll give it a 4, 4 out of
The
5.
reason I give Ubisoft a 3 is because they ain't showed the game I wanted to see, and it's all right. It was a solid conference. It was a solid. The next conference is Sony. Um, I want to start off by saying Sony messed up last year. Sony messed up last year. It blew everybody hats
No,
off. It showed everybody games they wanted to see, but like I told Life Spiller, shout out to my dude Life Spiller, they were selling dreams. They were selling you dreams. Final Fantasy VII, The Last Guardian,
what you mean last year?
freaking
That it wasn't last year. That was
hold up,
2015.
that was
You mean
2015.
the last 2 years they messed up? Yeah.
No, last year they showed off
Oh yeah,
everything
they
they
showed
showed
it
off
off
this
again.
year. Okay, they didn't show Last Guardian. Excuse me, Last Guardian. Wait a second. Last Guardian came out 2015 or 2016?
2016.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Last year they
Yeah, but I'm
showed The
saying
Last Guardian. They were
I know,
selling us
but 20
dreams,
yeah,
Crash
but Final
Bandicoot.
Fantasy 7 got shown for 2015,
But
bro.
didn't they show 7 again last year?
Yeah, they showed it
They
again.
showed
They
actually
did.
gameplay this time.
Yeah, there
And
you go.
I believe
They
they
showed
showed
them again.
Kingdom Hearts, I think. Like at the end of the
No,
day, Sony was selling you dreams last year. And it had everybody
Shenmue, yeah.
hyped. It made everybody tweet out their name, backflip in the streets. But this is the problem. You can't do that and expect people to forgive you when those games don't come out in 3 to 2 years, in 2 to 3 years. So anyway, Sony screamed everything they needed to last year and they had no more breath. This year was basically like previously at Sony's E3. That's what this E3 was. You know how when you watch a show, you watch the next episode, it says previously on this. That whole E3 was previously on this. And when that show ended, I'm ready for the show, and it ends. It's over.
Yeah, but they stopped. Yeah, like the
It
thing
ended.
was
They ended
look,
abruptly, but then they showed Spider-Man. So Spider-Man ended it
yeah,
off,
but
and
it's
then Spider-Man
yeah,
broke
but it
everybody's
stopped.
hearts. That release date.
Yeah, it did stop though. As far as you know,
Yeah,
showing games
you're
that's
right,
never
Dean.
coming out.
You're
It
right.
did stop this year. It stopped. Who?
Dean
Somebody in
just
the comment
jumped in.
section?
Yeah, he talking about Ubisoft. He said Ubisoft could have won E3 if the Pirate game was single player adventure game and not for honor. That's hilarious. And not for honor on a boat. Yeah, I'm done. Like, you should have been able to get off the boat. Or at least jump on other players' boats with your creative character. Wouldn't that be crazy?
Yeah, that would be crazy. I'll be done. I'll buy that. That's
For
cool.
honor on a boat. Yeah, I'm done. Oh, what if it was like for honor combat when you got off the ship? Yeah, I'm done.
Man, look.
Ubisoft don't
They
want
showed
money.
you. Look. They showed. Let me explain something. Games could be more
That was Skull and
complex than what
Bones
it
if no one
is.
knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
That's the
Skull and
game they
Bones.
showed.
Like games could be more complex than what they are. We only accept them for what we see, and not for
Hmm.
what it could be. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
For Honor could have more content. It could. Like as a game as itself, it could have more than
No,
just
For Honor just
the
needs
fight.
dedicated servers. I'll be happy if it just had that.
Yeah,
That's all it
I know,
needs.
but we set. It's 2017, man. It's like, look, I see games that's on original Xbox and PS1 that got more content than like some of these games today. Talking about as far as what to do and the features, like it's kind of a little bit sad, you know. Like
I feel you.
we all getting duped right now. That's all I'm
Look.
saying
At
as
the end
far
of
as
the
the
day, For
content of the
Honor,
game could be.
in my opinion, it could have just did for $40, a awesome game like that with no connection problem. For $40, I'll be straight.
Yeah, but these games 60 and we paying
No,
for
I'll
them
wait. I'll
and
wait, you
with low
motherfucker.
content.
But
You
look.
look.
I just wanted to respond to Dean. But
He
going
said,
back to
look.
Sony, like, look, I'm gonna rate Sony, but I just wanted to get all my gripes out the way. Sony showed everything they showed last year with some new sprinkles, you know. But this the problem. Like I said, we already seen some of this stuff, most of this stuff. And here's the biggest problem: all of it's coming out next year. Why you show 2018 titles in 2016? So Horizon Zero Dawn came out this year, but that game should have been that game should have came out 2016. But Sony,
It
look,
got shown 2015 though.
yes, it should have came out 2016. If you showing a game, release it the next year. That's what I say. At E3, if you're gonna show a game, release it within the next year. So at the end of the day, Sony done messed up. They showed
I
too much
mean,
of their games, and I would give this conference a 2, just like Microsoft, because of the fact that you showed off games that's not even ready to be shown in 2016, and you broke everybody's hearts with Spider-Man. But because all those games are exclusives, I'll give them a 3. So they sitting right there with Ubisoft, in my opinion. Microsoft sitting at a 2 because they didn't show not one single Xbox One only game. Like, they sitting at a 2 out of 5. And
yeah, I'm,
Ubisoft is
I'm upset
a
with them
3 out
right
of
now.
5. Sony, I would give them a 3 out of 5. If Spider-Man came out this year, it would have been a 4. And then my actual review on my channel, I gave Sony a 4, but I'm changing my mind. I'm giving them a 3 out of 5 because, like, they played it safe. They right in the middle, right? Spider-Man probably would have gave them a 5 out of 5, but because you wasn't ready, like God of War, aka God of War, and Spider-Man not coming out this year. Okay, what about Days Gone? They don't even have a release date on it. Like, why you showed it again? Why you show Days Gone again, my dude? And you don't even have a number after the trailer ends. And fresh, I looked for the number. I looked at every Days Gone new trailer, and I skipped to the end to see if a number was going to appear. Not even a now in development
Yeah,
appear.
what I notice is, bro, is like with games like a new IP, Like they always like Horizon, like you always need some time to advertise it because no one knows what it is. I would give Days Gone I'll let it slide because it's a new IP.
What
They've been
about
working on that for
what
a
about
long
The
time.
Last of Us though? You know what I'm saying?
The
That
Last
got
of Us
shown
Part Two.
once, and then
Listen,
the
but
next
Last of
time
Us
you
Part.
saw it, it was out.
What you mean? No, no, no. The Last of Us was actually shown 2011. That
Yeah, but
game
it
got
wasn't
shown.
shown again like another gameplay playthrough.
Yes, they showed a gameplay playthrough when we first saw it.
Yeah, but not again after that. The next time you saw it, it was out.
No, 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 no. Next time no, it was like three gameplays they showed for Last of Us before it came out.
At E3?
Yes, by the second
Okay,
year.
name all the scenarios. I need to remember.
Okay. The last one, I'm sorry, the first one was they showed the environment. They showed the environment. That was a teaser trailer. Second one, they showed gameplay when they was in the house when that dude
Through a
when they was in
brick.
the sink and all, he banged his head on the wall and then he shot him and it said The Last of Us.
Hold on,
And then
that was when
after
Ellie
that,
threw the brick. Yeah, I remember that.
no, yeah, that one. Then after that, it was the one they was in the car. Remember they was in the car and he
And they
told him
was
to
in
get
the
out the
store.
car. By the second gameplay, they revealed a date, which did not live up to that date. It was a couple months later, just like how Uncharted did.
Well, still though, Days Gone by the second gameplay, no date still. Like,
Yeah, no, they
and they even
still.
got videos of it having alternate like paths it took. I ain't look at them, but
You right, you right. I ain't look at them yet.
that's a
Yeah, but
shame.
I mean, for a new IP, I mean, it is a new IP though. Look at Horizon. That took a while for it, but it advertised so good. I mean, maybe because of the Pro, bro. Maybe because like they wanted to do some extra work with it. I mean, I guess. But I got a feeling it's
At
still
the
coming out this
Xbox
year. I
disaster
don't know
conference.
why.
Like I said, Microsoft sitting at a 2 for me, D, because Microsoft didn't show no Xbox One exclusive, and how you delay State of Decay like that. You showed it last year. Why Microsoft showed off State of Decay in 2016? Why you talked about it, bruh? Why you showed it off, man? You should have stayed quiet and showed it off this E3. That would have made me say,
Yeah, you're
wow.
right.
Like
Yeah, but you know that
Microsoft,
trailer didn't do anything.
sad.
That trailer didn't do nothing for I know we're gonna go back to Microsoft, but I'm saying like how you got gameplay for State of Decay before Crackdown 3. That's all I'm saying. How you show it off before Crackdown.
Oh, Dean is bringing up something important. Sony said they held back some exclusives to show at PlayStation Experience and maybe even Tokyo Game Show. But this is my issue, Dean. My whole issue with Sony is why did you show off all those games that you showed this year again last year? Like my whole thing, D, is E3 should be a time where you show off games you have that's coming out within the next year. And Microsoft don't even listen to that rule. Sony don't listen to that rule.
I
And
mean,
it's
look,
kind of
it don't
bad.
be a
Let
year,
me say
bro.
why it's heavier on Sony's because they got more exclusives. So they show more games, and if they don't come out within a reasonable time, they get hit harder than Microsoft because Microsoft showed 2 games, and if they don't come out in a reasonable time, people just like, oh man, that sucks. But with Sony, they show about 7 games because they just got more exclusives. 7 to 8 games, you like Sony, man, what the freak? They get
It's
the
actually
harder
gonna
hit
be
because they got more exclusives.
we're not even waiting 2 years for God of War, honestly. Like God of War has got shown 2016 and in last June. So it'll make a year since that game got announced. That it won't take 2 years for that game to come out because if it from now until March, that won't be 2 years. It'll still be a year and some change that God of War has been announced. So we not waiting
A
2 or
year and
3 years
some
for these
change.
games. If you counting from June where it got shown last year, it's been a year now. We passed that date. Until January, February, March, or April, we still not past 2 years yet. Even Spider-Man. So these games that you saw, it hasn't been 2 years yet, and it's not going to be 2 years
Like I
yet, or
said,
maybe
within the
not
next
2 years
year.
yet.
I didn't even like don't show a game that's not out until 2018 when it's 2016. Don't show a 2019 game in 2017. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I understand. I understand, but in the span of when they showing it, like we're in the 6th month of June.
And what you gonna
these
say
games
about
that they show
Death
sometimes.
Stranding? Freaking, I ain't
Yeah,
even say
but these
Detroit
games.
Become
Yeah,
Human.
but look, these games that they show sometimes. Actually, yeah, the trip. Actually, Kara was the trip become human. What you call it? That girl.
But that
That
wasn't
that
really
Ben
a
was supposed to.
game at the
That
time.
was a
That was a
tech
tech
demo.
demo.
But I'm saying this. I'm saying like from the time span of June, like it's literally like 8 months or 8 or 7 months that we wait for these games that are announced at E3. It's like 8 or 9 months or a year tops.
Yeah, Dean, you hit on a good point. Shu said that the reason why it's hold on, what the freak is that?
What you say? You said the release date issues that they were learning from previous mistakes of delaying games. Okay. I mean, I'd rather Spider-Man not come out this year than be
But I just
delayed.
didn't want to
Get
see
my
it
hopes high.
last year. That's all I'm saying because that broke our hearts this year. That broke our hearts. The release date being 2018.
I know.
Like at least have one game that you showed off in 2016.
One big
Like
one, yeah.
that. Okay, Knack 2 is pretty big, and I'm excited for that. But like Spider-Man would have been a console seller for this holiday season. And
Yeah, but Knack 2 would have
Naslin
been
and the
bought.
crew and we was talking about, is Sony going to release a game to combat Xbox One X? And it's a no. Stay tuned to this channel for a video covering why I believe. Why? Look, I have an interesting topic that got birthed out of Sony's reaction to Xbox One X. It's going to be an interesting conversation, but stay tuned to this channel for that. But Fresh, what would you give Sony's E3 from 1 to 5? 5 being great, 1 being a little bit sad.
Starting off with first of all, the water and all that with the introduction, that was awesome. Starting off with an exclusive and ending it with an exclusive and showing off your product for VR titles. They didn't have to do that. Just let me know that still care about VR because I'm a big fan of VR, not because I'm a fanboy, and not because look, just because, man. Like they as E3, they showed me what is to come. As far as the games already have Horizon
They
Zero
did that
Dawn,
for
they
you
still
2016, bro.
yeah they did it for me 2016, and they still did it again. As far
Sad.
as I got games, look, I got games like Horizon Zero Dawn, and it's making me feel like, oh well, I'm used to being future proofed again of games are to come that are great. Even though they are probably coming out 2018, 2019, I still have a
Yeah,
product
I
that's going to
understand.
last long. You know what I'm saying? Like they still supporting the PS4 as opposed to, oh, another PS5 might come out in the next 2 or 3 years. No, like God of War and everything coming out. So I'm future proof. So I give them, just because
I hear you,
of
D.
that, I give them a 4 out of 5. The future proofing themselves
You know what?
and showing VR titles.
I'll change my rating too. I'll give them a 4 out of 5, like I did in my video. I ain't gonna change it here. I gave them a 4 because of the fact that, look, if you got exclusives for your console, I'm always gonna give you something before
Yeah, they
like 3 is average. I'm always gonna favor
yeah they
favor you
spoil
over
us.
the person who don't have exclusives. Like Nintendo,
Yeah,
if they had a conference, they had a spotlight, I give them a 5 out of 5 because they not only did Zelda come out this year, they had the beginning of the year locked down with a big game. They're gonna have the later of the year locked down with Mario Odyssey. So I give
yeah,
them a straight 5.
yeah.
They deserve that.
I give them a straight 5 out of 5. And like I said, man, Sony delivered of games that's are to come. Like
And they are, like
despite
Dean said, they got games
despite
coming out this year too.
yeah,
A lot
despite
of them.
this, yeah, they do. A lot of them games coming out this year, Knack 2, whatever, and we just thought
VR.
bigger. You know what I'm saying? As far as Sony, we thought bigger because they always spoil us every year with
Yeah.
games. You know what I'm saying? Like, and Lost Legacy coming out this year,
Laws
and
like I
that's a
forget
big game
about that.
itself. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, I'm not upset. I was upset is because I came to Sony with low expectations, but in the back of my mind, I'm like, these games are coming out this year to rival Scorpio, but
Hmm.
Scorpio wasn't that big. You know
You
what I'm
mean
saying? So
Xbox
it's
One
like
X?
that Xbox One X wasn't that big. So that lowered my expectation even I'm sorry, that boosted up my expectation for Sony because it's like, well, they just literally gave it up, Microsoft, when I heard that price. That's all I'm
Yeah,
saying. But yeah, and as far as Nintendo, like you said, I give them a 5 out of 5 too. I actually sat down and watched their conference. They, like you said, they opened up with a big game with the Switch, and that's a portable game at that,
yeah,
running like that, big like that. So yeah, and they ended it off with Mario Odyssey. That looks amazing,
they
beautiful,
do.
and that's gonna be on Switch. So yeah, 5 out of 5. That's already that's default for Nintendo for doing that.
Yes. Um, in the perfect world, Nintendo, Microsoft, and Sony, if they had no exclusives and everybody can play everything, the only competition would be who gonna run the games better. That would be the only
Yeah,
competition. Like, hey, my console can run this at 60. Oh, well, my console can run it at 160 frames. Like, that would be what the competition would be. And guess what? That exists. That kind of competition exists, but on PC. See, on
yeah,
PC, you got AMD, um, you got Nvidia, you got all these manufacturers going against each other, saying my card can do this better than yours, do frame rate higher
mm-hmm,
than yours, or mine can do higher resolution than yours, and that is the competition on PC. Who has the better frame rate? Who has the better resolution? The reason why
right,
consoles, I believe, never cross that threshold of, hey, who has the better frame rate? Who has the better um, like resolution for the same game. Now, Lord knows they are starting to cross that threshold. Like, I'm not gonna say they're not, but not like PC. See, on PC, that threshold has already been crossed. It's all about resolution. It's all about frame rate. Who can do which better? But on consoles, why we still see 30 FPS as like the base frame rate for games? Because
yeah,
like at the end of the day, these consoles, first of all, they're not trying to break the bank. I believe if Scorpio, aka Xbox One X, did have a strong CPU and GPU, like I'm talking about 60 frames per second power consoles, that console wouldn't be no 499. That jump probably be 6 to 799 if it could
yeah.
do Witcher at 60 frames with maybe checkerboard in 4K, if not native.
Oh,
It'll be up
okay.
there.
Then he said all the games from the pre-show. Yeah, he right. The games that was revealed at the pre-show of
Hmm.
Sony, they showed games before the show started.
Yeah,
You
you
know what I'm
right.
saying? Like that hidden agenda and all that. Like that was innovative. Like that stuff like that was cool, man. And they showed
Look,
some
look,
VR,
look.
super hot VR and all that. Look,
I already changed
look.
my score from 3 to 4. I gave Sony a 4 out of 5 now because of the fact they got exclusives and they got exclusives coming out this year. It might not be those
Yeah.
AAA exclusives, but they're exclusives only on that console nonetheless. And that's why I gave
Knack and
Sony a
Gran
4
Turismo
out of
coming out.
5.
They AAA exclusives.
Well, listen. Knack is a
You talking
AAA
about as
exclusive,
far as
but I'm
heavy
talking
God of
about
War,
exactly.
Killzone
I'm
type
talking about
stuff?
that
I know what you're talking
mainstream
about.
AAA exclusive. But
Yeah.
Knack 2 is definitely a AAA with the likes of all these VR titles they have. Those games are coming out. Brandon, Sony needs to bring more VR games. Yeah, like I said, Brandon, they are bringing a lot of VR games. That conference was VR heavy, and I'm thankful for that because look, you need to
Yeah.
sell your device. You just came out with it last year. This is
Yeah.
the
It looks
first
cool.
E3 with PSVR in the wild. This is PSVR's like first Christmas. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and then bro, and then people who listening right now in the comment section,
Thank you for stopping
you
by.
gotta
Hashtag
understand,
like.
it's not like, huh?
I was just saying thank you for stopping by. Hashtag like
Yeah,
on the video.
yeah. Hashtag like the video. Yeah. Hope y'all enjoying. I hope y'all enjoying this let's talk. But not only the thing about Xbox and Sony, even though they got Gamescom and Microsoft go to they go to Gamescom? Yeah, they go to Gamescom sometime. Sony, PlayStation, they be at Tokyo Game Show, Gamescom, and also their second E3, PSX. Like they have two big conferences in one year. You know what I'm saying? Like it's I would say it's okay if this E3 wasn't as big as last year. It's because they have a second chance. See, Xbox, they had to wait a whole nother year to show new things. You know what I'm saying? So it's like Sony has, even though if they mess up this year, this conference, they always have PSX to make up for it. You know what I mean? So it's a win-win in this situation.
At the end of the day, Sony has exclusives, and that's all that matters.
They got
Why do
exclusives. They
you
got always
why
on
do
the
you
show.
have a Nintendo Switch to play Battlefield 1, to play Mafia 3, to play Watch Dogs 2? No, you have a Nintendo Switch to play the Nintendo exclusives. Why you have a PlayStation? It should be because you want to play Sony exclusives, Sony PS4 exclusives. Why have an Xbox One? Look, if you have an Xbox One, chances are you're a console gamer and you don't want to mess with PC, though you know the best version of the games you're playing is on PC. See, the best version of Horizon Zero Dawn is on PS4 Pro. The best version of Zelda Breath of the Wild is on Nintendo Switch. It's on Wii U, but the best version is on Nintendo Switch. The best version of Crackdown 3, State of Decay 2, and also Gears 4, those games are dubbed Xbox exclusives, but those games are best on PC. So
yeah, Uncharted 4 only on PS4.
I didn't even know the
It's the only
campaign was
version.
30 FPS, bro. I didn't know Gears of War 4 campaign was 30 FPS. I thought Gears of War 4 campaign,
Seriously?
I thought all of it was 60, bro.
Oh,
Um,
I at least thought it was 900p 60.
I thought it was too, man. Like, correct me in the
And the
comment section.
multiplayer 1080p
That's the
60 or
info I
something.
learned about, but on PC it's 60. Okay, so like I said, man, like Sony got exclusives, and that's the literal. And look, I'm gonna be honest with you. Hold up. Dean say, "What's up with Phil Spencer saying 60 FPS doesn't matter for gameplay?" He said that, Fresh.
Wait,
Hey, hey,
what?
link that,
Let me,
Dean, because
yeah, I was about to
I
say,
don't.
can you link that? What
Yeah,
up with
link
Phil
that
saying 60
because
frames per second doesn't matter for gameplay?
that's
If
stupid
he's
coming out
talking
his
like
mouth.
that, that's never getting bought. That's all I'm saying. I
And,
was just about to sell my VR. I was waiting for this E3. Brandon, are you still wanting to sell your VR after E3? Did those games surprise you? Did it impress you at all? To answer that question, go ahead, Ro.
yeah, I think look. VR got sold this E3. PSVR got sold. That
It
got
did.
sold. And
Yeah.
I say this, that's awesome. You know, Shuhei said this is like their PS3 for VR. So anyway, yeah, it
One.
was all over the internet
Oh,
last night. Hold up, they said last night. Let me see. Go look
oh
that up,
yeah, he
Fresh.
did have an interview.
Go
Yeah,
look that up. Just
I'm gonna
type
look
in
it up
Google.
now.
Did Phil say 60 FPS doesn't matter? But like I said though, you know what I'm saying? Like Sony has exclusives, and that's literally why I bring up my 3 to 4. You changed my mind because I did give it a 4 in my review, my actual review for the conference. But this is my whole thing. Spider-Man release date 2018 broke my heart because I thought it was coming out this year. And look, I said it was coming out 2018. I prepared myself for it coming out 2018, dude. Like I prepared myself. You can watch videos
I
of Cass.
convinced you.
I
That's what
said,
happened. I convinced
look,
you.
look, you
That's what
convinced
happened.
me because I said this is exclusive. It's only out. It's only out, you know, for one console. But like I said, all the hints and red flags pointed at a 2018 release date. Everything pointed at that for me. I brought up proof and everything. But seeing it 2018, it hurt. And that's probably why I rated it low in this stream. But like I said, I'm back to 4 out of 5. Hey, viewers, put in the comment section Sony's 1 to 5, Microsoft's 1 to 5. You know, 5 being great, 1 being sad, and Ubisoft, and tell me what you guys rate the conference. Because seriously, man, Nintendo is the only conference that got a 5 out of 5, bro, in my book. EA got a 4 out of 5. EA could have got a 5 out of 5. Why EA didn't get a 5 out of 5? EA didn't get a 5 out of 5 because they didn't show their own game. If they would have showed off BioWare's Anthem, they would have won E3. They would have won. You know, they showed off games
Yeah.
coming out. Microsoft 10 out of 10. Yeah, Brown, I'm done. I said 1 out of 5. But I'm glad you enjoyed Microsoft press
On what?
conference. Someone had to. What'd you say, Fresh?
Who said 1 out of 5?
No. He gave Microsoft 10 out of 10. Brown.
Um.
Did you find the
Oh,
video,
okay.
bro?
No, I ain't
Nintendo
find
a
that
5.
video.
Sony
He does. You probably
a
gotta look
3.
in the video
Game
and
world.
not scroll, but you know, see the times on that. Send us
And
the
Xbox
time.
too. You agree with me with Xbox, Brandon? That's cool.
What happened?
Brandon over there, he giving his ratings, and Brown over here laughing. But so Phil Spencer did say that crap.
No, I didn't see it yet. Somebody send me the link and send me the time because there's a lot of interviews that he has after E3 after going off that stage. So he might have said it.
Oh, mistake probably. Look. At the end of
That
the
might
day,
not
if you
mistake.
look, if you want frame rate and look, if you want frame rate to be the deciding factor, that's PC gaming because they're in a place where that's all that matters because AMD can run all games on PC. Well, at least I want to say 99%, and also Nvidia. All these manufacturers can run on their devices. I believe they're graphic card manufacturers, but their games can run on their stuff. All games on PC could. So the only deciding factor is frame rate. Like, hey, Nvidia does this game better. Oh, really? Oh no, AMD does this game better. So anyway, like I said,
Shuhei said in the interview, it's kind of funny yesterday, that VR will be more focused now.
yeah, VR. Look, I think Sony is looking at Microsoft. Microsoft not saying VR once, not saying it once. Sony sees blood in the water, bro. I think VR is about to get mad support because of that fact.
Yeah.
Microsoft is not focused on VR, and guess what? Nintendo didn't even announce a VR. So Sony is the only console that's going VR heavily in.
You know what
So
that means? They're going
that
to be
means Sony
used
got a
to
trump
having
card, bro.
developers on their side. There's going to be Xbox developers that's going to want to come over
Like
because they want to
talk
make
about
different type of
Skyrim,
games.
bro. Talk about Skyrim and Bethesda, bro.
Oh, Skyrim. Skyrim VR. It's done.
Hold
That
on.
game
Tell
is
tell
a
them tell them what you said. Like Microsoft showed that VR Skyrim or VR Fallout. They was behind Microsoft last year. Remember that?
yeah, they was behind Microsoft last year. The
But
guy
it's
from
coming out for. Go
Fallout
ahead. Go
4,
ahead.
but it's coming out for PlayStation VR. Skyrim, Doom VR. I don't know what VFR is. I don't know what that is. Do you know what that means yet?
What?
You know that Doom VFR? What is FR?
I think it's the F word.
Virtual effing reality. Okay.
I
Okay,
think they're
that
trying to
that
be a
makes
little bit
sense.
sad.
Yeah, a little bit unorthodox in that way. But
No good.
yeah, so they showed I'm not sure, bro, if Fallout 4 is coming to PSVR. I don't know. So I can't really, start throwing a parade yet
Yeah,
for
Brandon. Me too.
Fallout 4 VR. Uh but as far as Skyrim VR, that's very impressive. And coming to PSVR, and you're gonna be shooting the arrows and all that, and
Yeah.
using your powers. Like I told you this last night, bro. I said I want a game that I can play, like do magic in. Now I have something better to do it myself, like
I
with the
think
hands and
Skyrim
shooting magic.
VR.
That's amazing.
I think Skyrim VR is going to, man, it's going to be. Hold up, just Google Phil saying. Can you Google that right quick, fresh? Google
Google what?
Phil saying 60 FPS doesn't matter.
Okay, let's see.
But like I said though, Skyrim coming to PSVR, that's big, and Microsoft. It's like, look, when the Wii came out, move sensor and stuff got big and hot. Sony copied with the move controllers, and then Microsoft copied with a straight up Kinect. So Microsoft tried to outdo both of them, but failed on their face because of the fact that Kinect was asking for too much. Kinect was asking for too much. And look, Kinect was awesome. If anything, Kinect was better than the move controllers as well as the other Wii controllers. But the fact that you know it was more expensive, people just don't gravitate to more expensive things. Because listen, you're focused on targeting casuals, you know, with consoles. Consoles, I'm sorry if you get mad at that, but consoles are targeting casual gamers. PCs are targeting hardcore gamers because of the upgradable nature, going to 60 and above frames. as well as
Oh,
resolutions as much as you
yeah,
want.
this is all true, man. This is all over the internet. Head
Let
of
me see.
Xbox head Phil Spencer says most people don't care about 60 frames per second. He said it doesn't matter.
Hold up.
The Xbox One X is the most compatible home console running games 60 frames per second. In an interview, huh? Okay, what what also frustrates me is that the only number I care about is that the only thing you care about Sony don't, which is 60 frames per second, which I understand is easier to do on the Xbox One X than any other console. P.S. It says place. Is that PlayStation? Oh, Phil Spencer. That's Phil Spencer. That's correct. But why do you care about 60 FPS? GC said it's the only number that affects gameplay, and yet it's the only one you two never gone to go on about. No one can tell the difference between 4K and 1080p and not all that sense. Phil Spencer said, "You just broke your whole argument now." GC said, "How?" Phil Spencer said, "You just said these games could run on Commodore 64. They would not run at 60 frames per second on Commodore 64." I don't know. Oh, I know what he's talking about, that console. He said,
You're
Phil Spencer said, oh, here you go. Phil Spencer said, "I'm not disagreeing with you, but it's a
no,
subject
no, no. You got to
opinion.
read what
That's all
GC
you have."
replies with.
Oh, what you mean? Uridium did. Uridium
Yeah,
did.
a game that ran at
Yeah,
60
yeah, you
on
said
Commodore
Uridium
64.
did.
And then Phil Spencer
Oh,
laughs.
last.
I'm not
Yeah.
disagreeing with you, but it's a subject. Hold up. Yeah,
Subject, subjective,
subjective
subjective opinion.
opinion that
He
that's the
said
only one that matters. And then
that
everybody
matters.
laughs. GC says it's the
GC.
only one that affects gameplay. Phil Spencer
Visuals
says
do. Oh,
visual do.
Let me be Phil Spencer. Let me
Okay,
be
you
Phil
be
Spencer.
Phil
You be
Spencer. I'm gonna
GC.
be CG.
Good. Good.
All right, it's the only one that affects gameplay,
Visuals do affect gameplay.
not the resolution though. Not in any manner close to the difference a good frame rate makes.
Don't get me wrong. I love frame rate. I love Ori. It's one of the reasons I love playing Forza Motorsport. But you have to go back to what you said before. Most people, hold up, before most people, what frame rate does Minecraft run at?
GC says, I know, but if a frame rate is below what it needs to be, and it does vary for different games, they do notice. They might not identify the problem, but they know something's wrong.
Phil Spencer said, "Some people do. Some people just want to have fun playing Lego Batman."
Man, let me say this about Phil Spencer in this conversation. And we should have read the top to the bottom like this.
We
But
should have.
I hope you guys enjoyed that reading. I said Phil.
Yeah.
Fresh started it. Fresh started the reading and it went to who was GC? Who is GC in this conversation?
GC is, I think it's GC.
Game
Who's
Central.
GC? Game Central. Game Central. Yeah.
Look, Phil Spencer basically defending the fact that 30 FPS is basically better than 60.
60.
We should go
I
slap that
guess he's
man.
saying that's the default. He might be saying that's the default of gaming.
But
30 frames.
instead, he should be saying that's what we all should be moving towards. Look, he's defending his Xbox One X. He's defending it
So
because
that means
Xbox
every
One
game
X
not
is
gonna run
not
at
a
60.
no. Xbox One X is not a 60 FPS console. It's a 30 FPS console, but it's a 4K machine. They said that since last year's E3. Xbox Scorpio, aka Xbox One X, is a 4K console. Don't see nothing else. 4K console, dude. It's a console for your TV. And listen, this is what Phil, man, God bless his heart, but Phil put his foot in his mouth when he said all of Xbox, all of Microsoft games will be at native 4K. He said native 4K. So
He did say that.
if freaking, oh my gosh, this is gonna be a terrible time for Xbox gamers and fans. When Digital Foundry uncovered that just one Xbox game runs at not native 4K, that's gonna be a sad day. because then people and Sony fans and PC fans are gonna put it in the fans, Xbox fans' face, saying, look at your master Phil Spencer just lied to you. What you gonna say? At least PlayStation can't play it. Like, look,
Well, PlayStation can run it. That's the thing. That
no, no,
that's
no,
that's
don't use
that's
that
the
argument. PlayStation can't play
no.
some of these games that are on Xbox, but listen, me going PC, buying a PC, could play these games, and this is my whole thing, Fresh. Because Sony has exclusives, I'm content. I'm content. Hold up, I got really sad when he said that. Yeah, D, like that's a shame.
Here, hold up. This is the one thing that people got to understand about this whole the strongest console ever. Here's the problem. Even though you got the strongest console ever, you also have the weakest console ever, which is the Xbox One attached to it. So now what? Now what?
They gotta. Who in this party has an original Xbox One? I want to ask the question in this chat, right? If your Xbox One becomes irrelevant next year, if Microsoft says we're cutting ties with Xbox One, y'all sticking with the games, the last games is 2018 games. State of K2 will be the last game you get on that console. That's it from us. If third parties wants to support it, they could, but we're cutting it from the family.
Yeah, they cutting it off. They cutting it off because
I'm just
Xbox
asking
One,
if that happens next year.
Xbox
What
One
would Xbox
X.
fans say? Would y'all be okay with
Oh
that
yeah,
and say,
yeah.
I'll get a Scorpio or Xbox One X? Talk to me, Brown. It seems like you have an Xbox One. So talk to me.
Everybody, look. They are gonna cut the ties though because Xbox One is harder to work on than Xbox. Xbox One X, people say it's easy to work on, very easy to work on.
Xbox
But
One X?
who's gonna go back? Xbox One X is easy to work on, but who's gonna go back and keep working for that Xbox One? It's a weaker console, and it's irrelevant at this point. Why would
Hey,
you go back? Oh, hold up. Nope, I
Brandon,
would keep the
reply. He
OG
said, nope, I would
Xbox.
keep the OG Xbox. All people did was complain there. The games, Microsoft, show us the game. Then here comes E3, Microsoft with the game. Maybe not the games. I understand where he's going with that. Maybe not the games you want to
But they
see.
show games.
Listen. When
They have.
people said games, and and a lot of Xbox fans, they conclude with games meaning like third party games or whatever game, like freaking uh, Watch Dogs 2 is a game you could play everywhere. But when we was talking about Xbox has no games, we're basically talking about Xbox don't have any exclusives. Like at least that's what I mean when I say Xbox has no games. That's what I mean. And obviously we should say Xbox doesn't have Xbox exclusives, and that's literally all they needed to like look, people still mad at Xbox because Xbox ain't getting no respect from Microsoft. I did a video on that. Go check that out. It's called Xbox Gets No Respect. Or Xbox is getting no respect. Like Microsoft is not respecting their own console. How you respect your own console? You put value on it. Let me tell you how you put value on your console. Scalebound, Brandon brings up. And viewers or listeners on iTunes and SoundCloud and Stitcher Radio, we're doing this on the gamingfordays.raw channel. We're streaming it. So we have a comment box of comments streaming, and we can actually read them and respond to them. But Scalebound was an exclusive, but it was going to come to PC. Fresh, I'm gonna say this again on my own personal video, but I'm going to say it here. It's our fault Xbox doesn't have any Xbox One exclusives anymore. It's our fault.
How?
Let me answer that question. The reason why Xbox One has no Xbox exclusive is our fault because we chose Sony. Now, obviously, you could aim that back at Microsoft doing what they did, but to be honest, Fresh, if people just was content, if people just was content with
Oh,
what Xbox started saying in the beginning, we're going to be always online. We're going to have a family plan so up to 5, 10 of your friends can all link up and buy one game and play that one game. Lord
oh,
knows.
so,
Lord, just let me finish.
so,
Lord,
because
let
I
me
was
finish
being
though.
smart.
No, listen. The fact that no one liked that feature of Xbox is why we don't have Xbox One games. Everybody moved to PlayStation or PC or somewhere else. So many Xbox fans back on 360 left the platform. So many because Microsoft had this whole plan since the get-go. You know
Oh,
how
you're right.
they're
They probably was
saying
like,
with
man, forget
Scorpio,
it.
the Xbox One
Hmm.
X, the Xbox One X. Look, the Xbox One X was probably that was look the whole no one gets left behind. That was gonna start with Xbox One original. That was gonna start there, right out the gate. It came eventually, but anyway, like I said, okay, because everybody left, they didn't have nobody to sell games to. Lord knows they did have a good number. People bought Xbox One original, and a lot of people did support Xbox and Microsoft, but not enough. They had to rely on putting their games on PC just to make I guess that game to start making profit because it wasn't making no money only on Xbox because everybody had sour tastes in their mouths. Titanfall 2 was the first game I believe that went to PC. I believe that was the first game, the first Xbox exclusive. And go look at E3 when Titanfall got announced for Xbox One. It says only for Xbox. It doesn't say exclusive launch Xbox or Xbox One exclusive launch. It doesn't say Xbox One timed or however way Microsoft is now wording everything. It said Xbox One exclusive. That's what Titanfall 1, did I say Titanfall 2? Titanfall 1, okay? Look at that E3 when it was announced, bro. Look at that E3 when it was announced, bro. Titanfall was an Xbox exclusive. And when
That
and
was exclusive.
Xbox Titanfall, what I guess the player base wasn't there, the money wasn't there. They said we need to make money off this. And as soon as they put that junk on PC, every Xbox One game ended up moving to PC. Sunset Overdrive is the only game that didn't go to PC. You know why I believe that? Because they actually saw growth in Xbox Ones as well as the game. They actually saw Xbox Ones getting sold because of that game. And they said, this game is actually doing good by itself. We don't need to put it on PC. It's doing good by itself. That's why you haven't seen Sunset Overdrive reach Xbox Ones. Until this day, people still buy Xbox Ones for that game. That's a system seller. That was a system
I
seller.
would have been already working on Sunset Overdrive too.
I would have, but I think Insomniac, I don't know. Like you saw that Red Dragon video I sent you. Hold on, let me read what Dean been saying because he's been active in the comment section. I want Xbox to get back on their horse again because the S only needs up their game. The gamers will gain from that. Phil was talking yesterday on Giant Bomb that he loves the thought of Netflix gaming future. See, that's scary. Let me tell you why that's scary. Because everybody internet ain't on point. Okay? Like that's kind of scary as a console gamer. Like they want to eradicate our way of gaming, fresh. Like these big cats, they want to eradicate our way of gaming. Thank God for Nintendo. Thank God for Sony. Sony is having a PlayStation Now. They do have PlayStation Now, and they will put games on it. But I think Sony, as long as Nintendo is doing their thing, I think Sony will continue being a console heavy hitter. Because look at PS4. PS4, if anything, showed Sony that they need consoles. Sony needs consoles. So I think that's why I believe Sony will continue going console gaming.
Wow. Yeah, that console gaming is they should stay in that market. Don't try to be more than that right now.
Yeah, but Phil, they said on Giant Bomb, Brandon brings up, or Dean brings up, he was talking about, Dean said Netflix. Phil was saying he loves the thought of a Netflix gaming future, meaning Xbox is basically Netflix, you know. And I say that's scary because, like, I want consoles to thrive, and it seems like one day Xbox won't be a console. It won't be a console. It'll just be something you download on your PlayStation, download on your Nintendo. And the Xbox fan base, they're gonna still defend the Xbox until their last breath. But my whole thing is that is not what we want as console gamers. Look, I'm a
I,
console
I,
gamer, But
I
I
got a
do want a
question.
PC, but I'm a console gamer first. What'd you say, Fresh?
I got a question for you, bro. Do you think they don't have exclusives is because not a lot of Xbox Ones was sold at the time and they needed PC customers too as well to make those sales? You think
That's
so?
what I just said. Yes, I agree. Yes, that's what is our fault. And look, I say it's our fault, but I'm not being. I'm just being general. Like, of course, look, we ain't gonna buy Xbox One if it's not what we want, right? Like, I would have bought Xbox One. Okay, I would have bought Xbox One back when it used to be um, just a console about online only, right? I would have bought oh, excuse me, because I thought everything they were saying was awesome. Everything they were saying, I was feeling. I was feeling that. But this is the problem, though. This is the problem. The PS4 came out. The PS4 is stronger than the Xbox One, and it was a lower price. When I saw that, I felt defeated. I'm a hardcore Xbox fan back in 2013, and when I saw that, I felt defeated. How do you, and that was 13, right? That wasn't 14, huh? But anyway,
What, 13
when the
Xbox?
PS4 price dropped, like, the
Oh
first
yeah, that
drop,
was 2014.
14, okay. When I saw that as an Xbox fan, I felt defeated. No lie, I felt defeated. Yeah, I'm not
Well,
like
I mean,
yeah. Go ahead.
I wouldn't say it's our fault as far as, Microsoft's failure with Xbox. Not failure, but they compared to other competitors, they always second. Like we made a smart decision of not going over there at that time when they talking about checking with your console every 24 hours and the systems being locked and
I don't
that
look. You
price.
think that was really
Look,
that
that
bad though?
price shut it down.
That price shut it down. Exactly. That price shut it
It's
down.
that price, man. Like at the end of the day, look, it don't matter what restrictions it was that price.
But then it was the games.
That price.
See, I was still gonna buy Xbox One for 500. I was still going to. But when I saw Shadowfall, like, look, I'm a first-person shooter fan coming from Halo. Remember, I was a heavy Xbox fan back in the day. I'm coming from first-person shooter galore. That's what Microsoft is known
Yeah.
for. They're first-person shooters. So anyway, they should have made Gears. Like, wouldn't it have been cool that they announced the new Gears IP, but it was a first-person shooter? Like, just put the series on its head to just anyway. I'm coming from first-person shooters. I saw Killzone, and that was the final nail in the coffin for me not to get Xbox One so many years back. So when do you
Yeah.
guys think Sony will put out a PS5, and what specs? I think PS5 is going to be that rumor, that 12 terabyte, that
Whoa.
12 terabyte, because
Oh
out of
no,
12 or
10.
10, because
It's 10.
Mark Sony, I can't say his name right, but he
Cerny.
said to do native 4K, you need 8 teraflops. 8 I said terabytes, teraflops. You need 8. You need 8. And Microsoft don't have 8. They look. How many do they have? 6. So
Microsoft has 6 teraflops, yeah.
right, so they're shy from 2. And that's why Assassin's Creed might not be in native 4K, because they don't want to sacrifice performance. Lord knows that game could be in native, but would you really love to play Assassin's Creed Origins? Mark Sony said 4. I mean, he said 8. But why you said 4? Hold on, what? Make up your
No,
mind.
no, 10, no, no, 10, no. PS4 Pro can do it. See, there's a difference between what it can do and what it's doing. You
No,
know what
it
I'm
could
saying?
do.
Like, cause
Both
Mark's,
consoles
no,
could
no,
do
I'm saying,
native 4K on all of it,
no, no,
but it won't
I'm
run the
talking about
games right.
I'm talking about 8 teraflops. You know what I'm
Hmm
saying? Like, PS4 Pro can do
hmm
8 teraflops,
It
but
could, but it won't run
Xbox,
the games right, and nobody want to play
yeah,
that
but that's what
sad
I'm
game.
saying though. See,
Sad
Xbox,
playing game.
it can do 4K, but
Yeah,
can it do
Xbox can do all games
4K?
in 4K. Destiny probably it could eat 4K on Destiny for lunch, but that frame
So,
rate though,
yes,
that is gonna be
exactly.
a problem.
Something has to be sacrificed on
So,
Xbox One S to do it. Same as
mhm.
Pro. So it's
Yes.
not like neither can do
Oh,
nothing at
4.8
little.
is
What?
required.
What?
Good D.
4.8 what?
Teraflops is what it takes to do native 4K gaming, and I'm thinking at 60
So what?
frames.
Yeah, at 60 frames,
I mean
but
at 30 frames. At 30 frames.
see, Xbox One X can do 60 frames solid, 60 frames, 4K native, but that's only with
No, no, no,
Forza. I
no,
never
no.
seen anything else.
it could do it with some titles like Forza, yes, but as you can't say
in
this
indie
is a
games.
4K 60 console. You can't say that. Okay,
Oh no,
because
definitely not.
PS4 does
Definitely not.
native 4K 60 on games. Um, I, it's mostly smaller games. I give them that, but the new
No, the
GT
Xbox games
Sport,
too.
the new no, I'm talking about freaking PS4 Pro, right? Like the new GT Sport is they're saying 4K 60. That's what they're saying there. They're saying 4K
Yeah, but that
60.
might be that's checkerboard though.
Yeah, I believe so too. I believe that's checkerboarding. But PS4 Pro can do native 4K 60 on smaller games and on old games. Those are the two games that PS4 Pro can do
Yep.
4K 60
Yeah, but
on. Small games and
Xbox
old
is in that
games.
same boat though. I don't know
No,
what
Xbox
game
could do 4K 60 on new games like Forza.
where.
See,
Yeah, but where though?
GT
See,
Sport
GT Sport is a new
ain't
game
gonna
too,
be.
but
It's
it's
a new
still
game, but it's not gonna
4K.
be native 4K though. It's not gonna be
Yeah,
native. It's
but
gonna
it's
be.
still 4K. But
It's
look,
not
I can't tell the
4K.
difference.
It's not native.
But listen,
But
bro,
I'm saying
for
Xbox
for
Scorpio
the
can do it for
consumer, I
new
can't tell the
games
difference.
that are the size of Forza.
Yeah,
The
but show me a shooting game.
I bet
Show
you
me a shooting
Rockstar gonna
game,
end up doing 4K on Scorpio. I
both.
mean Xbox One X. I bet you Rockstar is going to be one of the first devs to do native 4K at 30 on Scorpio,
Yeah, until I see a world that can
but
do
not 60
native
though.
4K
Not
60.
60.
No,
The day
60.
you see a 4K world at 4K, that's PS5. And back to Dean's question, I believe PS5 is releasing. I want to say
I say
2019.
2020.
I say
2019, I'll
2019.
say I'll say 2022.
I say why I say
21.
2019 because I think because look, next year is when we're going to start seeing true native 4K third-party games on Xbox One X, and I'm talking about by the end of the year, not even in the beginning. By the end of the year and beyond, we'll start seeing developers nail native 4K 30 on Xbox One X, and that's when
Okay.
Sony is going to say, "All right, let's put out ours
I I think I agree with you. I'm
on
gonna tell you why.
2019."
Yeah, I agree with you. 2019 is because they might at E3 2019 they'll announce PS4, I'm sorry, PS5, and then it'll probably come out that November. And then within that 2020, they have a year to start off a race. 2020 is literally like the peak of, okay, let's start our 10-year journey to 2030. You understand what I'm saying? Like they
Mm,
have you on 2020, which is even to start something new in the future to go on from 2020. Like we
Brandon
cutting
say
off from the
20,
teens.
20.
Yeah, I believe that
It's going to be
PS5 in
out before
2020 is gonna start
2020,
off.
but in
Yeah,
November.
like
November
yeah,
of
November.
2019 it
Yeah, but it's gonna
releases.
have that year starting off in 2020 into the future.
Mm,
That's
yes.
yeah, like that'd be a good run. That'd be good.
I
I
say
agree with you.
2019. The reason why I don't say 2018 is because Spider-Man was promised on PS4 and Pro. Days
Death
Gone,
Stranding.
Death Stranding, Dad of War, Detroit Become Human. These games have to come out. These games can't miss a whole generation. Like these
But
games gotta announce 2016. They gotta come out on PS4, and then
yeah, and Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk got
2018 is gonna be a full year for Sony. It's gonna be a full
20. What about
year.
Cyberpunk?
Cyberpunk
Cyber.
coming out 20. And you know what? I think
Oh, that
Sony
Red Dead
gave.
Redemption. Yeah.
Look, man. At the end of the day, it might be
You
2020,
know what I
but
think? I
actually,
don't
you
know,
might be
bro,
right.
because
2022.
PS4 Pro. Yeah, because PS4 Pro just came out, and it's
You
like
right.
PS4 Pro is literally going to
Yeah,
take up that
2022
space.
might be when PS5. If Pro didn't come out, then I would say 2019.
Yeah,
But
2019,
since
definitely.
the Pro did come out, you're right. Yeah, 2022 probably is when PS5 come out. But listen, guys, you don't need to worry about PS5. Why? Because the PS4 games on normal PS4 look good. They look good on normal PS4. You don't even need to worry about PS5. Like, how many of you guys got 4K TVs? Honestly, tell me in the comment
Yeah,
section.
not
I need to
everybody.
know.
Everybody still has a 1080p TV. I
Yeah,
mean, not everybody, but the majority of people did move on though.
not majority. A lot of people still do 1080p. Like seriously,
I don't
too
know
many
nobody that
people do
got 1080p
1080p.
right now.
Well, you probably live in a rich neighborhood, but look.
Get out of
I
here.
go to work with people who from all shades of the color of the world, and
I mean, my
people who
downstairs
don't have
TV
4K TV. Look, my
is
manager who makes
1080.
more money than me don't have a 4K TV. How I have a 4K TV before my manager? Okay, here, still
You
rocking.
right. You
See,
right. Not
Brandon,
all for.
look at
I'm
Dean
sorry.
got a
I'm talking
4K,
about
Brandon
1080.
got a 1080p, and that's okay, man. That's all right.
My bad. I'm at 1080. My bad. I'm thinking like I don't know why I'm saying 4K. I mean, a lot of people have 1080p TV over 4K.
Yeah, and Dean
But
got a 4K TV. Dean, you gonna get that Xbox One X? Because my whole thing with the Xbox One X is it's gonna look good on your 4K TV, but seriously, you know what I'm saying? Like you got some kind of dough if you're gonna drop. If you already got
a
an
couple
Xbox One, let me
thousand.
say this: the only reason why I bought a Pro is because I knew I can buy it for 260 because I was gonna trade. I traded in my
Yeah,
old
if you
PS4
traded it,
towards it.
yeah, yeah.
Like if you could trade in your Xbox One S and knock off some money off it, that'd be a smart upgrade plan for you, Dean. But my whole thing is, look, yeah,
I as far as me getting an Xbox One to see the 4K, I won't tell the difference with mine. I don't know. So I already got beautiful looking games. I spent $400 on this, and I'm satisfied with everything I play.
be
Like I'm
content with
good.
what you
I
have.
don't
Look
need
at
no more.
freaking
Like I
Nintendo.
have, look, I have games like Uncharted 4. I have Last of Us Remastered, even though that's an old game. That's running at native 4K 60, and that's a wonderful, phenomenal
Awesome,
game.
Dean.
So I don't really need. And plus, I got third-party games like the Phantom Pain, which is running at 1080p 60. So I don't, I don't know.
I'll say this, Fresh, because we got to close this off. Um, we had our ups and lows and highs and on
Killzone got
E3.
a pro patch. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, look, that's actually one thing. Actually, the biggest excitement, other than the whole no a way out, that stuck with me after E3. Y'all might say what, but it was on Microsoft conference when they said Witcher 3 is getting Xbox One X enhancement patch. That stood out to me because Sony asked, or at least Sony fans asked those guys over there at Witcher, what they call themselves, CD Project Red. PS4 fans, PS4 Pro owners asked them to give them a PS4 Pro update, and they said no. When Xbox said that they're gonna give them a Xbox Scorpio, I said Xbox Scorpio, a Xbox One X patch, I started getting excited because I'm like, maybe they might give us a Pro patch finally. Because I haven't
I mean,
finished
yeah,
the
you right.
expansions on that game. And Fresh, if you get to finish that game in a Pro patch version, I'm done. You're
So,
gonna be done.
finish what game in the pro patch?
Witcher 3.
Witcher 3. Well, I mean, think about it like this. I haven't seen that one console do what Pro did with the
What you said
different
about
settings
Rockstar?
that Tomb Raider have.
Say that again.
I never seen no console like the Pro that have different settings like Tomb Raider. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah.
Like they
See,
have stuff
yeah,
like that
they
for
did it the
PlayStation 4
best.
Pro.
They look. I would say they did the best port for them and Neho developers. They did the best port for PS4 Pro.
I don't think Xbox is gonna have stuff like that.
But you know why they had to do that? Because they was trying to say sorry. Because they came out first on Xbox and PS4 fans was like out in the code with their
Well,
title.
what's the apology for Neo then?
No, Neho did it. Why Neho did it? Because let me say this: they're just awesome developers. But write in the comment section, what do you think about E3? Give us your rating. You
I,
already, and this
I,
is for people
one more thing.
who watching this. Let me finish. Who's watching this in the past, and also you guys who's listening to this on Stitcher Radio, SoundCloud, and iTunes. Thank you for listening to us. This was a long episode, but we're not gonna go too long for no more. Uh, Fresh, whatever you about to say it quick, man. We got to get out of
I'm
here.
gonna say it. All I got to say is and this is the case of certain people watching. They know who I'm talking about. And as far as me, I'm not a Sony fanboy. I'm just saying, reason why I say I never seen no game that looked better than God of War on that stage on Microsoft conference at all. As far as Sony and Microsoft, I'm saying that no game, I repeat, no game I've seen yet on that stage, running on Xbox One, that looks better than God of War or better than Uncharted 4. And I'm saying that is
6 out of
because
10.
I'll say this. I'll say this.
I agree with you.
6 out of. I'll say this. It's not about power. It's about the talent of what you can do with that power and how creative you can be
Clinton.
with the power that you have to your disposal right now. Like that's it. It's all about the talent at the end of the day, and it's not about power. It's all about developers and what they can do. That's it. I'm done.
Look, at the end of
And
the
that
day,
and
that
PS4
vertical
Pro, PS
slice
and these developers can do that.
of Anthem, that vertical slice did look good, but at the end of the day, I wonder how that game is
Yeah, and the
actually going to
division looked
look.
good too. The trailer
Yeah,
looked good too.
and Watch Dogs too. Oh, Watch Dogs one.
Yes, and Watch
Watch
Dogs
Dogs one.
1.
But anyway, right in the comment section, you guys watching this in the archived version. Thank you guys for watching this with us. You know, this is always fun when you guys come through and watch us.
Yeah.
And this is the second time I see Dean just chilling with us, bro. Thank you, D, for and Brandon and Clinton out of nowhere
Well
with the
spoken,
whole
brother.
saying his name, that one YouTuber. Just pray for him, Clinton. Just pray for. And also Brown. Thank you, Brown, for coming through. And everybody who didn't write in the comment section, thank you for stopping by. Hashtag like, hashtag dislike. Put some feedback in the comment section below so we can get better, give you better content. Thank you. Also, please consider subscribing here for more gaming news from console to PC and maybe even tablets and phones. Fresh, say bye to the people.
All right, everybody. I hope you enjoyed episode 40S. It's PrinceThaGamer signing out. Subscribe to my channel for some great content, guys. I got a lot of content coming. I'm playing Evil Within right now. I might be live streaming that tonight, so go check that out. And yeah, we'll be back soon with another gaming talk. Thank you
Awesome.
for stopping by.
Thank you for stopping by, Birdman. But in the description, you can find Fresh's channel. Hashtag like all his content. But that's all she wrote. And God bless you for stopping by. This has been
Yes.
Raw. Coming at you raw. Pieces. Love you guys. Pieces.